Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. I was sitting here thinking about the 5 truths and 5 myths about me, and I realized it's been a week or two, and I have not revealed my answers. Y'all's answers tickled me to pieces. Some of y'all were way off, some of y'all was 50-50. I think I have one person that had 6 correct and 4 wrong. So let's go ahead and reveal those answers for the 5 myths and the 5 truths. So, let's see. Both my mom and mother-in-law are named Karen. Yes, we are either blessed or cursed, however you want to look at it. We both have mothers named Karen. Was I a hairstylist? Of course not professionally. I have cut a lot of people's hair. I do pretty good with cutting hair, but I was never a professional hairstylist. Do I raise quail? I figured this one would throw y'all off. I've never showed any quail on any of my videos. It is something we've thought about doing, but we just haven't done that. So no, we do not raise quail. So that was a myth. I drove a sports car as a teenager, of course. I've had many sports cars when I was younger. I've had a Mustang, a Camaro. What else was it? It was like a Toyota Celica 2-door coupe fastback. I've had several sports cars. Thankfully, as scared as it probably made my parents to have a sports car, I was never in an accident in a sports car. So that was a blessing. But I still do like sports cars. More or less the older sports cars. I don't really care about the new ones very much. I always tell my husband and my family I'm going to be one of those old ladies that looks all sweet and innocent with the little pointy glasses that goes up to the stop sign, and then some young kid walks across the road and I'm going to rev that engine up. I'm just going to do it. I can't help it. Might be right, wrong, or the other. It doesn't matter to me. It just seems like such a fun thing to do, to show those little punks off. So, definitely like driving sports cars. I like the older ones though. I don't drive one now. It's a little harder to crawl in and out of sports cars than it was 30 years ago. 30 plus years ago maybe. Although my Camaro was I have to tell you about the Camaro. The Camaro was a 90, let's see, let me redo that. It was a 1976 with the 96 Corvette motor we put in it. My father helped my ex-husband put it in. And it had a Holly carburetor and the finest chrome rims I could find back in the day. I'll have to find pictures of that and post it one day. So, let's see. Am I allergic to pumpkins? Of course, y'all all just about guessed that one. No, the girl's not allergic to pumpkins. I am a couch potato. No, I'm definitely not a couch potato, but my health has slowed me down. I have stayed inside more, but not to the point towards a couch potato. I'm still a busybody inside or outside. And I just push myself to keep going and keep doing. I have days that are bad and days that are good, but never could you call me a couch potato. I know how to sew. Yes, I know how to sew. I love to sew. My hands give me problems, so I don't sew near as much as I used to, but I still enjoy sewing. I own a rent house. Yes, if any of you watched any of my prior videos, we did do one little video where we were working on the rent house, and it's quite challenging to keep up with both places because we do go over there and do work sometimes on the weekends, and it can be a lot keeping up with the rent house. But okay, number 9 was a truth. I played a trumpet in school. Not only did I play a trumpet in school, but my husband and I both played a trumpet all the way through school. I refused to march in football games, Mardi Gras parades, Christmas parades. I wasn't into that kind of thing. I think I was just very insecure. So I did not ever march in those. I always took 1 grade letter less on my report card because the band instructor could not talk me into being in parades or football games, etc. So I always had a B plus, so it still was fine. And the other thing was, I think maybe I was the only girl all the way through my years from 6th grade through high school that played a trumpet. So I was the only girl that played a trumpet, so maybe that was a little bit why I was shyer. I don't know. I played very good, and my husband also plays very good. We both still know how to play the trumpet. Of course, he did all the marching bands and all that stuff and was more confident, even though he acts like he's not very confident. Much more confident than I was when I was young. Number 10 was a myth. I used to have an office job. You probably already figured that one. I'm a busybody. I'm not very good at being cheesy and fake, so most people that I know, not to offend anyone, but most people that I know are very fake and cheesy and smiley and dress up, push up, flaunt. That was never me. I could never do that. I could easily be that kind of person, but I choose not to. To me, it's more challenging not to go with the rest of the crowd. So no, I was not ever worked in an office job. Most of the jobs that I had were hands-on, using my hands, physical, active type work. So I think that's it for the 5 myths and the 5 truths. This collaboration was hosted by Gales Southern Living. I gave a shout out to Littlefoot Ranch, Cedar Creek Homestead, and Alabama Prepper. Cedar Creek Homestead did not participate, so I would like to invite BC Homesteading in that person's place to see if she's interested in doing a collaboration for 5 truths and 5 myths. And then I want to invite A Godly Home, because the Alabama Prepper did not participate. So I'm going to invite BC Homesteading and A Godly Home in the place of the 2 people that did not participate, so that they could do the collaboration and share it with their channel, and then they can tag 3 people. So we can just keep this fun thing going. So it's Gail Southern Living. She's the one that you need to mention that started the collaboration. And then you just invite them or email them or tell them, that you want them to participate. So I had some that did not do it. And I also had a few others that I was going to ask, but they said only 3. So I guess we could kind of do our own thing and invite more. So that's what I did. So BC Homesteading, if you want to do the 5 myths and 5 truths, go for it. Godly Home, if you want to do it, go for it. It's a lot of fun, and it's even funner listening and watching the comments that people try to guess, because people think they know you, but they don't really know you, or they think, oh, I can't see her ever blowing a trumpet. That was the one that threw everybody off, and it was so funny because, yes, I played the trumpet, and I liked it. So I guess that's it. I think I was going to mention something else, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, my head covering. My friend Melinda, see, I'll take it off, makes these head coverings. I know some women wear head coverings and some don't. It has a button on the back so that you can just put it on and button it. I probably will put it on backwards so that my hair doesn't tangle up in it. But if you're interested in these head coverings, see if I can put it back on. I struggle with head coverings. I've never actually worn a lot of head coverings. I do get headaches. My hair has always been thick, and it's just one of those things that I've struggled with. I've also had some family joke about it and pick about it and said that, how'd they say that? Let me see if I can get this right. Oh, they said you are living under bondage if you think that that's what God wants you to do, to wear your dresses and wear your skirts and wear head coverings. That is a thing of the past. God is not interested in what your appearance looks like, that God is interested in what your heart looks like. Well, I'm sorry. God is interested in both. He's interested in your appearance, the way you conduct yourself, and I believe that your hair, if you have long hair, not dyed, all natural, mine's all natural, turning gray, But anyway, that is also known as your head covering. So that is why I keep my hair long. And it's been hard. I've had it cut maybe twice in the past 5 years just because of the weight, and from, you can see all the inflammation in my neck from the surgeries. So I mean, they actually recommended, the doctors, just to cut it off really short so that it would be less weight and maybe my neck would heal quicker. But I tell them it was just against my beliefs and what I believed God wanted me to do as a Christian, that my hair was my covering. So I do go back and forth with the head coverings. I haven't really found any that doesn't just make me look like a biker chick. And I mean, I guess it's just one of those things. It's whatever you're called to do. But my friend Melinda has on Facebook, and you can email me and I'll tell you how to get in touch with her. She makes a lot of other knitted things and crochet things. I know I've mentioned her before. She's just doing this on the side for a little extra money. She does not charge a lot. Actually, her prices are extremely reasonable. She actually sent me this, so that was a mail call. She sent me this and a couple other things that she knitted just as a gift. But I do intend on getting back in touch with her really soon because I think I really like these. I wore it today all day. It's very comfortable. It's warm, but yet it's breathable because it's knitted. And I don't have to put no bobby pins anywhere. It pretty much, for me, stays in place. And with the button, you can tighten it or loosen it. And so far, it's been very comfortable, very easy, lightweight. So if anyone's interested in anything like that, she makes the bun covers too and a lot of other things. Just email me and I'll tell you how to get in touch with her. So I think that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day. I know here in the South, our weather is fixing to be really, really rainy. It just doesn't seem to want to stop raining. But I think that's just the time of the year. It's rainy and yucky, and it's going to be cold again. And when the weather pressure changes back and forth, it gives my body fits from my injuries. I know some of y'all are probably tired of hearing about that, but it's just part of my life now. I have to deal with it. I have to think about it, and I know lots of other people can relate and they're struggling. But what I want you to get from this, and if you hear me say something from this, is it doesn't matter how I feel. I pick myself up, I get dressed, I keep pushing forward. Very determined, so I don't just lay around all day and just say, oh, woe is me, because I don't feel good. I go ahead and get up and do something and push forward and find something to do. Even if it's little things, it doesn't matter if it's big things, just as long as there's some kind of progress. And I feel like I have accomplished something. So I hope that inspires someone and helps you if you're dealing with any kind of chronic illness or injuries, and that it inspires you that there is hope. Just keep moving forward. Do a little at a time. You don't have to accomplish everything in one day. Just take it one day at a time. So I think that's all. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.